Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. Nah, screw this. I'm going to the beach.
I see you don't have a lifeguard here at your beach.
What?
I'm not at the beach, this is a bathtub.
Oh, shit.
Get out of the water, there's a shark!
My friend here.
Whoa, what?
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be customizing or modding my brand new PlayStation 5 controller. So actually the big thing I'm doing today is adding homemade trigger stoppers to this controller, as well as KontrolFreek just sent me out their brand new grips. So we're going to be trying these as well today. I haven't actually done one of these videos in a while where I customize a controller. So if you guys do want to see more, definitely drop a like on this video. And without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, so let's start off by unboxing some KontrolFreek grips. All right. And oh wow, the first thing I see, no way bro, we have brown paper. What? Did brown paper double my editing speed? Bro, KontrolFreek could not have sent me any more grips. Like, what is this, bro? I don't even have this many controllers, and that's coming from me. All right, so I'm gonna quickly go through these, and then I'm gonna pick which one to put on my PS5 controller. So as most of you know, KontrolFreek has always had grips, but now they come in two new colors. So as you can see, they now have them in purple as well as in red. So these two are for the PS4 controller. We also have the PS5 controller grips now. So starting out, we have black. We also have black extra thin. We have purple for the PS5 controller, and we also have red for the PS5 controller. So these look pretty cool. These are most likely what I'm going to be putting on my controller. They also have a whole bunch of other ones. Now these are for the Switch Pro, and last but not least, we have them for the Xbox controller as well. All right, so today I think I'm going to add the red grips to my PS5 controller just because of how cool it looks. By the way, if you are looking to cop any of these grips, don't forget to use code Flea at KontrolFreek checkout for 10% off. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to put this thing on. Let's do it. Alrighty, KontrolFreek's performance grips. Let's check these out. So this is, whoa, okay. They actually look really weird at first. Time to peel it off. Man, these things are so sticky. So these will never come off your controller. Does that look right? I think that looks right. As it comes around, I'm gonna be like pressing on it to make sure I don't get any of those creases. Man, this material feels so cool. So now the top back of the controller, just gonna press down up the top there. And I'm just doing this really slowly, just easing it in. And then I'm gonna do the bottom down here. And the final part down here, wow, that actually fits perfectly. Like, tell me that isn't like perfect all the way around. All right, and there we go. I think that is one side done. This is looking pretty fire, man. Let's go ahead and put the other one on.
Get up on your knees, hunt back to back to back. I love
all right, and there we have it. KontrolFreek's brand new grip is on there, man. This honestly looks pretty fire. The red really goes with the controller. I'm gonna go ahead as well and put some red KontrolFreeks on. Sheesh, this is looking pretty fire, man. Alrighty, time to make some homemade trigger stoppers. So if you guys are new to the channel, I actually have done this before with a PS4 controller, but never with a PS5 controller. So this is my first time trying it with a PS5 controller, but because the triggers are so similar, it should definitely work. So pretty much what you'll be needing today is a pair of scissors, a small piece of cable tie, it can be any color or size, and some super glue. Alright, now I shouldn't have to say this, but please do not try this at home, at least without parent supervision. Super glue is not something to mess around with, so just don't do it. And with that being said, let's do it. Alright, so if we just take a look at how we've done it with my PS4 controller, you can see that if I zoom in here, we've pretty much just cut a bit of cable tie off and super glued it to the trigger. And I've been using this controller for well over 6 months now, and this thing works really good. And I did the same to the other side. And this is the exact same thing I'm going to be doing to the PS5 controller today, so let's do it. Alright, let's get this bread, gamers. So the first thing you're going to want to do is pretty much just cut the cable tie anywhere, just make sure that it's straight. So next, what you want to do is actually get the right length. So if I go ahead and grab my PS4 controller that already has them on there, you can see that a good length is about that long. So I'm probably going to make it the exact same size for the PS5 controller and cut. And they're pretty much just going to be glued to the top of the trigger like this. So you don't want to glue them to the bottom of the trigger because then the trigger obviously won't move. So if you put them at the top, as you close the trigger, it's actually going to stop halfway, and that's going to create the trigger stopper. All right, but now our trigger stopper's in place. What we're going to do now is add super glue. I probably should have said this from the start, but you should probably have some sort of backdrop underneath, just so if the super glue drips, you're not damaging whatever you're super gluing on. And I'm just going to go ahead and test the super glue just to make sure it works. All right, and so the super glue does in fact work. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in my controller now, and you want to have it upside down like this. So you don't want to do it this way. You definitely want to do it this way so that the trigger stopper will kind of sit naturally on there and gravity isn't going to make it fall over. All right, and the first thing we do is add literally a drop of super glue. Now, definitely don't do what I do and don't have the lid on. It's dripping. Oh no, my controller is stuck to the... Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Where the f is my shit? I'm so screwed.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I super glued. What?
Well, that was fucking dreadful.
All right, editor, can we cut all that out? Pretend it didn't even happen. When you're super gluing down the trigger stopper, make sure you have the little trigger stopper thing ready to put on. So we just put a literal drop on. We're just gonna add the trigger stopper to the top there. Make sure no glue drips down the side of the trigger because you might actually glue your trigger shut. And in order for the trigger stopper to work the best, you want it to hit that flush. So as you can see, there's a little bend. So I'm actually just gonna push it slightly and it should straighten up. So as you can see, now it's straightened up a little bit. And now once it's been a couple of minutes, you can just add a bit more super glue to the sides. Like I'm talking a tiny bit, and just kind of push it around and just make sure that you've kind of got super glue all around it. You want to make sure this thing can withstand the rage moments that you have on Fortnite because the game is literally so dead. And to make sure your trigger actually doesn't super glue shut, just keep moving it every now and then. All right, and there we have it. There is a trigger stopper on my PS5 controller. Now, it isn't the prettiest thing in the world, but this controller isn't going to enter a beauty pageant. It's made to box kids like a fish in Fortnite, so let's move on to the next one. Alright, and there we go. So a PS5 controller with homemade trigger stoppers on it, and I'm pressing pretty hard. So we have our PS5 controller now with homemade trigger stoppers. Now let's jump into Fortnite and try them out. Alrighty, so here we are on Fortnite with the PS5 controller. Man, just putting this thing in my hands, the grip is actually insane. Like I don't even need to hold the controller. It's like attached to my hand, man. The grip now is insane. I cannot wait to use this. Sheesh! Shorty kinda bad, low key. Using code Flea on that skin, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so here we are on Fortnite with the controller. I'm gonna go ahead and do some 1v1s to try this thing out. Sheesh! Bro, low key, I'm not sure if Fortnite's done an update, but the game feels so nice on PS5 controllers now. Shit! Okay, I gotta stop doing that. Ooh, let's go. Oh, that was so clean. So one thing I really like about the KontrolFreek grips is that just how much more comfortable it makes the PS5 controller. Because controllers are naturally really slippery, it does give it that grip, and I prefer it so much more. Oh my, okay. I think that brings the video to a conclusion. This PS5 controller has made me literally insane. Like, I haven't played this game in probably like 2 weeks, and I'm playing that good straight away. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Remember, you can cop the KontrolFreek grips with a link in the description. And don't forget to use code Flea for 10% off. Also, I actually forgot about it. We did put trigger stoppers on this controller, so that's probably why I was playing so well. Trigger stoppers make such a big difference. I'm so glad I now have them on my PS5 controller. If you did make it to the end of the video, let me know by dropping a controller emoji in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.